So to come up with the fees management system, you need to have the following tables. You need to have the fees table, this one, and also the pupils table. The first table you need is the pupils table or the student table. Here we shall have the admission number, we shall have the student name, the student class. This S here stands for the name student. Then you have student term, term 1, term 2, term 3, or the semester. Then we have parents contact. You can have the location of the student. This can be town or city. And also we have the student year. Like for example, you can have the EG 2021 as the year there. Location here, we can have something like EG the city or the town, like that. Then this one you can have semester 1, semester 2, but here allow me use term 1, term 2, that way. Therefore this is the first table that you need to have. Then you can also have the second table. The second table should be fees. Therefore you'll need to have this table here, the fees table. Now remember, in our first table I have used letter S to stand for people or student. Therefore here, since this table is called fees, I have decided to use F to stand for fees. Therefore this is the table fees admission number. Then you have the serial number, which is the primary key here, daughter number. Then we have the fees class equated to student class. We have fees year. Then we have installment 1, installment 2 up to installment 5. Then we shall have the total paid. Remember, the total paid will be installment 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Then we shall have the term. We also need to have the student term and also the duplicate of that is of the fees term. Then we shall this one is not important, we can delete this. This one is not there. Then we shall have the that is, you can also remove this one, it's not important. Therefore we shall have the fees payable, fees paid and balance. Then we shall have 5 dates to go together with these 5 installments. Therefore installment 1 goes to date 1, installment 2 goes to date 2, installment 3 goes to date 3, installment 4 date 4, and installment 5 date 5. Therefore now that you have seen how that one works, we can now go ahead and design or look at our forms design. Therefore I can just save this one and close it. Therefore when we finish on that, this one is not important. The 2 tables that are important is fees and pupils. Therefore the next thing is to create a query that combines fees and pupil. Therefore I just have created that one. Therefore this is our query. You can see our query, I have named it master or, is combination of the parent table, that is the pupils table, and the child table, which is the fees table. Therefore the first thing to do here is to create joins. Therefore I'll create joins as you see, so that I can show you what I have done. Remember, a student or the pupil will pay fees in semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, that way. Therefore we need that data not to be lost. We need that data to be stored permanently for future reference, and therefore I need the admission number here for semester 1 to be duplicated here, for semester 2 to be duplicated there. Therefore this one cannot be the primary key, but here, since the student is the same in the parent table, it remains that way. And therefore for that case you need to create joins, and you start by pulling from the parent table to the child table. Then you double click in this point here, include all records now from the parent table to the child table. You click on OK. Therefore it will develop an arrow. Then we have this class. This class also we do the same. We shall copy whatever is in the class to the child table. Then on the term, we shall do the same for the term. Here we shall create a joins or a relationship showing that details of the people's term will be copied to the child table. And lastly, year, the year. It's also very important. The details of the parent table will be copied to the details of the child table. Therefore, that's what I have done when creating the query. Then you now need to drop the feeds, all the feeds from the people's table and also all the feeds from the fees table. Therefore, if you go around here, you'll notice that is exactly what I have done. Then, this query of ours, this is the query that will be used to create all sort of forms and reports for this database. You also need to create an update query. Therefore, this is an update query. If I pull this upwards here, you'll see that when this query is run, it is supposed to set the term, which is by default term 1 to term 2. Therefore, what you do, you just update to term 2. You just type here term 2, just like I have done, so that when I run this query, it will reset everything to term 2. You do the same, you copy it and set term 1, term 2, and term 3, so that if I open this one, you'll notice that this one is term 3, set to term 3. Therefore, I also need to have to create another one. Therefore, I can just copy this and show you how I've done about that one. Therefore, just go to create, query design, then I choose pupil. Then here, I can cross this one. I'm taking you through how to create an update query for the term. Therefore, I double click the term. Then I go up here and click update query. Therefore, this feed comes update to. I just type term. I just type what I want. I want that one to be updated to term 1. Then I save it as update to term 1. Therefore, that means when I run this query, the field in the parent table here, this field here will be set to the term I want. And that's exactly what that query does. Then after doing that one, I went ahead and created the main table. This one can just go to design view, and these are toggle buttons. These are toggle buttons. This is this button here. Therefore, I just pull this button and draw here. Therefore, I have toggle 1, toggle 2, toggle 3, toggle 4, and then toggle 5. Therefore, that is exactly what I have. Then the next is just to drag and drop the fields across here, from here. So these are the feeds. Therefore, these are the feeds that I have used. These are the feeds from the query. Therefore, remember I have told you that you need to use the query to do this. Therefore, I have used the query to do that one. Then, this button of ours here, I have created a macro. Therefore, you right click, you just go to property sheet. Then, on click event here, you click the 3 dots. Then you shall be taken to macro. Therefore, you have seen this is where you create your macro. Therefore, that is exactly what I have done for that part. Then the next part is to create the reports. Therefore, the reports, you just use the report wizard to accomplish the task. And therefore, this is the report in design view. I just used the report wizard design view. Therefore, in short, this is exactly what I have done. If you want to see the codes for this table here, this form here, just right click, go to design view. Then you can be in a position to double click this or just click it and then view codes. Therefore, you can be in a position to see the codes that I have used. It is the same code, but I duplicate it all over. Therefore, for that case, you see this is the joins I have created, that the child table equates to the parent table. Those are the feeds, the 4 feeds, 1, 2, 3, 4. The ones that I have used to create the joins. Remember, you can download this database from my website. The URL or the website address is just below the video, the description of this video. Remember, in my part 3, I will be taking you through a comprehensive VBA, that is Visual Basic Application, that is VB in Access, on how I have accomplished this one. Therefore, I will be using exactly the same to demonstrate on how these buttons work. Because if you are keen enough and double click on this, if I open something here like 2021, then I go to East, then I go to term 1 and enter fees here, you'll notice that just a moment, you'll notice that these feeds are switching. You see now this is installment 1 here, it becomes installment 3 when I click installment 3, when I click installment 5, and then even the colors are changing. If you are very keen, you'll notice that colors are changing as I click that. Therefore, basically, I reuse this database exactly the way it is up to where we have reached to show you how VBA works. Therefore, I'll be taking you on a comprehensive VBA tutorial using this project, showing you how now this one is accomplished and also how it relates with the macro here. Therefore, thank you very much for watching. See you in my part 3.